Well, Kingsport Theatre Guild is opening a new production this weekend. It is called I'll Never Be Hungry Again. It is part of their downtown series. Here with more now, Denver Muncey, the director of the show, and Audrey Holley, who plays Scarlett O'Hara. And welcome both of you to the show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, Denver, I have to start with you because right before we went on, you were just telling me you're like a senior in high school. You're directing this show. Of course, he's got his whole life planned out. But that's got to be really cool.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun just being able to step out of the school directing and come into a more professional setting. It's still community theater, so it's still very casual. My cast has been so perfect to work with me. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
And doing this production, which you guys were giving me a little bit of history on, of course, when you think I'll Never Go Hungry Again, we think Gone with the Wind, and that is, of course, the direct tie-in. Really a cool production to do. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, so the production is, it's a spoof on Gone with the Wind, and it is very funny. It's also a musical, so there is singing throughout. And it was actually written by a local playwright from Abingdon, Catherine Bush, and it's only been performed by a handful of theaters, so we're really excited about it.
And of course, you're playing Scarlett O'Hara.
Yes, I am.
Which, gotta ask you, I mean, that has to be pretty incredible. What is that? What has that been like for you?
Well, I've always loved the movie Gone with the Wind since I was a little girl. I've read the book several times, and so to be able to portray that character on stage has just been a dream come true. It's a lot of fun. She's just a fun, fiery character, so it's been great to bring her to life.
Now, of course, this is kind of that spoof, so I have to ask, how different is it from the character that we see, of course, in the book and the movie?
To be honest, the character of Scarlett O'Hara is not that different. Her character is just so full of life and so lively and almost, you know, modern, you know, even for that era. And so to bring her to a comedy just is so natural. You didn't have to change much.
Love it. And Denver, tell us a little bit then about the storyline. When we say a spoof, tell us a little bit about the setup. It sort of starts with a grad student, right? Right,
yeah. So David is an African-American grad student at the University of Michigan, and he's assigned to read Gone with the Wind, but he refuses to read it until the day before his test, where he finally just decides, you know what, I'm going to read this or I'm going to fail. So he starts to read it and he falls asleep, and when he wakes up, he is met by Scarlett O'Hara, who kind of whisks him away into the world of Gone with the Wind, and it is telling a very long story in about 2 hours. So it's very quick, lots of things are happening, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
And tell me a little bit about, this is your downtown series. You said the set's being built right now, so very exciting. That's so cool, getting ready to open this weekend.
Right, yeah. It's been a process, you know, everything is coming together this week. So all of our sound, lighting, things that we've never messed with up until this week are coming together. So I know my cast can handle it. They're great. They're really hardworking and super resilient. So it doesn't matter. We could put them up there on a bare stage and they'd give us a good show. So
I can't believe you're a senior in high school. I mean, that is just amazing, doing incredible work. And this downtown series also has a dinner element to it. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we will have dinner shows on Saturday nights. It'll start a little bit earlier at 6 o'clock. Ticket prices for those dinner shows are $25, but you get a nice meal included with your show.
Which is really cool. Yeah. And this is part of the downtown series, which you said has been really neat because it kind of gives you that intimate stage. Tell me a little bit about the setting here.
Right, so it's down at Tailored Venue, which is around Main Street Pizza. And yeah, so it's about half the size of this room. It's just a small stage, so you kind of feel like you're right there on the action. That's part of the appeal of it. And with it being a musical, it's super inclusive. We've got people entering from the audience, and you're like right up there at the stage too, so it's just a lot of fun.
That's going to be cool. How do you feel about that, the intimacy factor when you're going to be performing?
Oh, I love it. I feed off of an audience's energy. So, you know, being there and being able to be close to the audience and everything, I think it's going to be just a really great dynamic.
Wow, sounds like it's going to be an incredible show. All right, we don't want to miss it. We'll give everybody the information. Thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
The performances will begin January 3rd for a couple of weekends. And again, it's happening at the Tailored Venue and Event Center in Kingsport. For tickets and more information, you can visit their website. You can also call that number on your screen. It is called I'll Never Be Hungry Again. We'll be right back.